you know, like texture to make on your art. That's what I like about these knives. And they come with different sizes, you know. Let's see what other. It's a little tighter groove here. I got this one. This one's the bigger kind of spacing here than this one. This one's a small spacing. I've been using the knives forever. I mean, I started doing the swipes with the knife, palette knife, I'd say about 3-4 years ago. Now I see everybody's doing it, which is great. I love that everyone is getting involved in them, because it's good to do art with knives, especially with a palette knife. You get so much out of your art when you implement, you know, your palette knives into your art painting, especially texture painting. It just makes it so much better, I would say. You could tell my white is finishing, so I might as well scrape it off here. I hope all my subscribers are doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all the likes. And yeah, that's all I can say for today. I don't know what else to say. Just, you know, I love you all. Thank you for following me for so many years. Even with my old account, people are still going over there. And they tell me they're still looking at all my art from years ago in my other old account, which is Angela Mixed Media Arts also. Or Angie Mixed Media Art. I don't know what I named that page. I don't even know anymore what I name anything. But yeah, because I've been on here so long. Since I moved to Jersey. Since I became a Jersey girl. A little brown in this one would be nice. Just a little, not a lot. Just want to finish this brown. Might as well finish it. Alright, Amsterdam has really good paint from Jerry Adorama, so why not use it all? One little statement there with the brown. Let the brown hang out a little bit, not too much. That's garbage. It's done and over with. Now I want to use these 4 knives, so I'm going to put some more. This one has a little smaller groove in it, so I'm just going to put that smaller groove in there. Let's see. Smaller little tiny groove. And sometimes you could go over other paints and just get like a 2 texture color, or just make it a different texture altogether. You can make some gray and white like on here. Gray and white. Nice colors together. Gray and white. Well, if you clean your brush first, I mean your... I'll finish this white later because I'm gonna scrape it off. You watch. I don't leave no stone unturned here when it comes to paint. I make sure I don't lose paint. Yeah. So I use these 2. I got 3 more I want to use. This is another color I really like a lot, but this is more like the brown family. And like I said, I want to do this one more like a black, white, and silver type of paint. So let's have a little black in between. This is some of my fluid art that I art paint that I have from way before. I'm just gonna see if I can scrape it over. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Just right through it. Makes it look so pretty. And if that dries like that, oh, the more better. There we go. So that turned out good. More of the swipey color there. Now I'm gonna swipe this one going down this way. Yeah, swipe it back up. Yeah, I may get rid of these lines here, make them a little bit thicker with this palette knife. Yeah, it's a thicker range of the knife there. This one could go down over the white, yeah, and then over this white also. Oh, I got a lot of, the white is disappearing because I'm going over it with this black, but it looks so good. So why wouldn't I do that, right? Why not do that? Okay, so to create more texture, so I'll leave that like that overnight, and by tomorrow, when it dries overnight, I'll have all those little ridges in there, and that's creating texture for your paint. You can also take a thick paint and just create texture with a thick paint, like the Amsterdam paints are really thick. Those are good paints to use. Well, they have a little box, so when it's solid color, you know it's a thick paint. The paint is more concentrated and not translucent, you know. Oh man, I messed up this one. Wait, let me go up a little bit more and put it right there where I messed it up. There. And once it dries, you have a few new texture going on in your paint. I'm putting it all facing downward. Wiping my hands on my, I always do that. Oh well, I guess that's what the smock is for. You can wipe your hands on your smock. I try to put these textures like in the corners of my paint. And then I paint over them to give it that kind of see-through. You can see through it and see the different colors in there. This color here is gray and white and brown. That's good. This is more like gray and white. That's a little crooked, but that's okay. Who said abstract has to be straight or perfect? It's not straight or perfect. It's all crazy all over the place kind of painting. It depends on you, how you want your art to show, to look. I think that's it with these little pieces of, one more little piece over there, and that would be it. You could get this mesh tape in any Lowe's or Home Depot, you know. You just cut pieces off and use it for your art to create more texture. You can add more texture with using tape or whatever you want. But for this one, I don't want to add too much more texture to it. I just want to leave it like that. That's fine. I was looking for my usual knife. What's my usual knife that I usually use? Is it in here? No. Where did I put my usual knife? Where did I put that usual knife? Here we go. I know I left it in water somewhere. Not leave it in water for too long, because you ruin your knives if you leave them in water. They get rusted. You don't want to leave your knives in water, that's for sure. I like this, like white with silver, white with gray kind of color there. Over here, too, I like this. I like to push down on this and kind of create little areas. There we go. And go over this area of the actual mesh tape, just to make it one cohesive piece in there. Yeah. I really love the way the brown and the black and the white go. When you go over it, it creates such a beautiful color. I love the color that it creates. Yeah. I don't want to go out too much on the edges here because I want to leave space to leave the borders on the outside kind of blackish. Yeah. Let's put some more gray, a little bit more gray. Looks like you could use some more gray on top of this mesh here. A little bit there. This one. A little bit on that one. Put some more gray in the middle here. I have no gray in the middle. The middle needs some gray. And it looks good like that with the, see, with the gray and the black. Just makes all the difference in the world when you have all these mixture. I know I'm getting rid of some of the groove, but it's either you get everything painted or you lose some of the groove. Yeah. You want to kind of paint over everything that needs to be painted and then look at it and then decide that maybe some paint is needed, some more paint is needed somewhere. So that's how I go about it. Let's see, I go sideways. You can either go all down or all sideways, whichever. I always tell my husband, whichever floats your boat, honey. That's it. Whichever makes you happy, in other words. There you go. I like that every once in a while you see a little brown, not too much brown, so that's satisfying to me, to the eye. Anyway, just a little bit here. I try not to sweep that too deep, like a little light touch, because I didn't want to lose all that to black, because black could destroy your whole painting if you have a lot of black on your palette knife. This, I just put a little white on my palette so that I could squeeze it down onto this gray and have this nice sort of mixed of color here. And so I could have the black and the white back there. I'm trying to make sure I get every inch of this canvas, and then I go back and I could hit it with my palette knives again to make the grooves that I had. Like I had a groove here and I lost it, but I'm gonna get it back now with this. Just doing this, so gotta give me that groove back that I had there. And now back in the corner here, I'm gonna do that. A little bit more here. Over here, I want to mix a little color with this one. Let me just see if I could just mix a little silver with it. Oh, wow, look at that. See how the silver gives you that nice color of silver in your paint. It's okay, I'm going to put it back on, so don't worry that I just put it on and then swiped it off. I just wanted to see how the silver would look, and it looks fabulous. So I am going to go back and put the silver back here the way I had it, but I'm waiting to, I kind of coat everything first to then put the silver on. Put some white in there. And put that white, make that white come down all the way down there. Yeah. Just want some white in the edges, a little bit more than none at all. Let me just kind of step back and look at it from far and see how it looks to me from far. And I see a lot of grays in the corners, so I'm going to change that up a little bit with some black in here. Some black over that area where. See, I gotta make sure I cover the whole canvas. You can't just do art and not cover the whole canvas. You want to cover every area that you see a little bit of canvas showing, because then it's gonna look sloppy if you don't cover the canvas and you can see the canvas right through your paint. It'll look like you just did a half-ass job, you know. All right, that makes it a little better. I see more black and gray now, so I'm happy with those two colors showing more. And a little bit of white, but the white I could always put in at the end. A little bit more white on top. See, the more layers you put anyway, you're going to create more texture. So you don't have to worry about layers, because you're just creating more texture in different areas. Yeah. I mean, that's how I do my art. Everybody does their art different. Everybody has their own way of doing their palette knife paintings. And I for one, usually use a butter knife for my palette knife painting. But I don't know what happened to my butter knife. I can't find it. I was looking for it this morning. I have no idea where I misplaced it. But I'll find it when I'm not looking for it, you see, because that's the way it works in my house. When you're not looking for something, you find it. Yeah, so I want to have some of this kind of texture in here. Some of this texture would be nice to have here. A little bit coming across too, like that. It's like you're making a grooves going that way, grooves going that way. So just creating different textures. That's all you're doing when you do these. You're just creating different textures with these knives. That's why I like these knives. They're from Jerry Artorama. My husband say they're an expensive store, but I really love that store. I really buy a lot from them, so I just like them. So to each his own, you know. Whatever makes you happy, that's what you do. And my white is finished. I can't scrape it anymore. I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit more white, because it seems to me like it could use a little bit more white around here. Yeah, a little white there. A little white here. That's cool. Like every once in a while, a little white goes a long way. I like it. Don't do like me. I just drop white on the floor, so wasting my paint here. Okay. Oh, jeez. So as I said, this one is more like a black, white, and silver one. Silver because yeah, this is what I'm gonna do with the silver. I'm gonna hit it with some silver. You see a little brown every once in a while, and that's fine. I'm just gonna hit it a little tap of silver. I do like this powder a lot, so you see me probably using it a lot. So when you blow it, try not to blow it towards the outer edge. That's what I tried not to do, because and then you have to end up repainting the outer edge, which I'm gonna repaint it anyway, it doesn't matter. Now I'm just gonna wow, 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 wow. You see all that in the air? That goes in your lungs, so you better like do it and get away. Or wear a mask when you do this, because I really don't. And you have to make sure you really kind of really get it all off, because if you don't, it ends up drying. Well, it'll end up drying like a big silver lump. And don't worry if you spit on your paint. I know I didn't show you my face today. It's because I am with no makeup on, and I just got a little pigtail on the side. My husband said I look like a little girl today. He says, you don't need makeup because you look like a little girl, he says, without makeup. I don't know if that's true, how much of that is true at 63. I don't think I look like a little girl, but anyway, that's it for this one, guys. I'm gonna come on again, and I'm gonna do a seascape, which I have here. But the seascape, what I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna pour in the seascape, in the water part, I'm gonna pour like a, I don't know what to call them, we'll see. The name will come to me. I've named so many paints that I'm running out of like names to name them. The other day my nephew was here and I had him name one of my paintings, because that's how I run out of names for my art at times. So what better than to have your nephew and nieces name your paints, right? They give it the most sweetest names too. But a lot of them I name myself because, you know, I tell a story to it. A lot of my stories have to do with my family, my music I love, my culture, and just get into the world of art, because like I said, I was in the medical field 43 wonderful years. 43 wonderful experience years of dealing with patient care. Nothing like patient care, it's the best. I still miss all my patients. I wish I could have them all. Okay, now I'm just gonna do the outside of this one, because on this one I didn't get to do the outside. And I do still have some of the gold flying all over the edge on this one. So that's why I have to do the outside here. So if you feel you're not going to do a straight line, you could get like a cardboard and put it on it, and then just do the line, or do it with a ruler. Sometimes I paint my rulers because I use the rulers to get the edges done, kind of perfectly done. I don't want my edges to look sloppy. And no, I don't have music because, you know, I'm always getting those strikes, you know. And it's because I don't play the rules right with, especially YouTube. I'm supposed to listen to the rules, but I'm a hardhead. I love my music, and the music I like, they don't have in their list of free music, what they call free music. Yeah, the music is like, ugh, I don't know, it's not the best. To me anyway, I don't like it. This one went in a little bit more there, but I'll fix that. There we go. Alright, so this is the first one I did. The finish of this one is like a more kind of gold, brown, and white color here. And you see, bottom to top. I love how this one came out. This was my first one, so I've done so many of these. And now this is the one that has more like gray and silver in it. So I love how this silver one, black and gray silver, came out. Yeah, once it dries, it looks a lot better. Right now it's just still wet, so I'll just wait for it to really dry good. and I'll put it up social media so you can see it. All right, guys, that's it. Love you all to pieces, and God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye.